Post-game EuroCup women final press conference, final score in the second leg, London Lions 81, Besiktas 70, and over the two games the London Lions win on aggregate. We're here with head coach Stella Kaltsidou, Harley Winterburn and MVP Karlie Samuelson. Stella, your immediate thoughts on that game?
Oh gosh, I cannot describe, I'm so proud of all of them. I'm so proud.
I mean, two games, down by 7, had to bring them back to London. What was your mentality coming into this game?
You know that we are a team that we have shown that we come out stronger from difficulties. And what I said earlier, like all the season they have shown that they have what it takes to be a winner. They have what it takes to be a champion, and they just did whatever they do the whole season. They executed everything we said. They were really passionate. They played their heart out there, and they won because when they know that when they play like this, it's really hard to lose any game. So I'm just really proud of how much we grew as a big during all the season. So yeah.
And that's the iconic moment for British basketball, full stop. This is history right here, unprecedented, that we see on our shores. How does that feel?
I think it's great. We put British basketball on the top of Europe. I think all the players here, they are British basketball. I just hope that the country is going to use this result for the benefit of the sport here, and they will not let it just get lost. I hope that kids will come, more kids to the sport, boys and girls. I'm just sad that this team is over. This makes me sad, but it is what it is. So we will celebrate tonight and tomorrow and maybe next week. And yeah.
And as Harley said earlier, meet the team in Manchester on Sunday.
Yeah, almost.
Mykonos. Right. We move on to homegrown talent, Harley Winterburn, 23 years old, the leader in Women's British Basketball League trophies, has now added a European Championship to her name. After turning down college opportunities, she came back home to fly the flag and make a big difference. Harley, firstly, your immediate thoughts on the game?
I think crazy. You know, it went down to like the final possessions. We know we were down 7, and we brought that back quite early, and then basketball's game run, so all game like they made some big shots at the end, and we had to lock in. But we earned this, we deserve this, and we've worked hard every single day. We've had stretches of like 3-4 weeks where we haven't played games, and we're practicing hard every single day at each other, and the group has stayed together through everything, and the bond we've created is the reason we win today. I don't think I'll ever play on a team like this again. I mean, I hope I do, but I've had the time of my life this year. So.
And what was going through your mind on that 3-point play towards the end of the game? That was the decision maker.
Not much, to be honest. I mean, there wasn't much going on. I caught it and I had a shorter player on me, so I thought, I'll shoot it, and it went in. So, yeah, I didn't want to celebrate too much because the game wasn't over, but yeah, crazy.
And lastly, before the game, you mentioned on the live stream that this will be your last game at the London Lions franchise. Just to expand on that, please.
I mean, obviously with the funding situation, it's not an option to stay, and it breaks my heart that that's the situation. But I think coming from my first year 3 years ago, being in the qualifiers for EuroCup, and we beat Borg that year, and that was like the highlight of that. And then to see where we are now, Borg went and won it that year, and now look where we are. So I think I can't thank London enough for what they've done for me, what they've done for British basketball. I wouldn't be the player or person I am without London, and I'll forever be grateful, and I'll miss it forever. But it's time to move on and move on to the next chapter. But right now, all I care about is celebrating tonight.
What's your aspirations? EuroLeague and WNBA?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not going to put any limits on myself, and I want to just keep getting better, and wherever that takes me, it takes me. I just want to stay enjoying the game and getting better.
Thank you very much, Harley. We move on to the EuroCup Women's 2024 Finals MVP. Karlie Samuelson, 19 points personal, 7 for 10 from the field. And on night for you, Karlie. You didn't make 1 3-point shot this evening.
That's nice. I almost made that one you threw to me. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's true.
But initial thoughts on the game, Marvin?
Oh, I'm just so proud of us. Coming from what a interesting schedule of how long in between the semis and the finals, and like Holly said, we really went at each other in practice. And you know, we didn't come out how we needed to in the game in Turkey, but we fought in the second half, and that fight there led us to this win. So I'm just proud of us when we haven't had a lot of losses this season, literally only the EuroLeague qualifiers. So I'm just proud of us. We have veterans, we have young players, and you know, when Holly took that shot, I felt in my soul it was in. I just knew it. The moment she's not afraid to take that shot. Everyone stepped up. Players off the bench stepped up. Stella, crew, and Matt's scout is just spot on all season. And I'm just proud of us. We're a really, really close team, so it just feels good to get the win in the end.
But your feelings on collecting the MVP award?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's exciting, but this is just a dogfight. Temmie and I spoke a little bit in between these games, and we just had to go, you know, balls to the wall basically. And so, you know, MVP, that's great, but to me it's a trophy.
Can I add to that?
Of course.
I mean, she got MVP on the court, and you will see what a phenomenal player she is, but there's no one in this earth that I would rather have a teammate than Karlie. She has been phenomenal from day one, on the court, off the court. We wouldn't be where we are without Karlie. She brings joy every single practice. She will dance, she'll scream, she'll shout. She's brought us together like no one other, and we're not here without her. So MVP on the court, MVP in my heart.
Karlie, what do you think this win does for inspiring young British up-and-coming female junior talent?
It's huge. It's huge. This whole, you know, years leading up to this is huge. Sorry, I'm so, you know, winning or losing today wouldn't have changed that. But like, how inspiring, and I hope that young girls in this country, you know, around as well, just they can do anything that they want to do. And when people invest in women's sports, obviously in the college March Madness right now, you can see that it's just huge. And I hope that people push that, like Stella said. I hope it doesn't get lost and look at what can happen. So it's great.
And lastly, we open questions to the floor.
Holly, how good was it to see the fans come out today and see a packed Copper Box?
I mean, at the start of the game, obviously, like, we're focusing on the game, but when it got late in the fourth quarter and everyone stood up, there was not a single space in the whole gym. It was absolutely crazy. Phenomenal, like, to go back 3 years to having 2 people at our games, my dad and a random fan, and now have it completely packed out. It was phenomenal. Like, we don't win the fourth quarter like that without the crowd. And, you know, we went down 7 over there because they had a phenomenal crowd, and we matched that and exceeded that today. So, huge shout out to everyone that came down, and we really appreciate you.
Zingit?
Yeah, Azalea Stewart, I guess, FIBA Media and women's British basketball. I think my question is to Holly and Karlie. First of all, congratulations, so proud of you both. Played with you both with British basketball, and now for you to win the EuroCup. Moving forward, just how does this bring your confidence? How can you just elevate your game and moving forward? Especially Karlie, you now going to leave for the WNBA. Just talk a little bit about that.
I'll start. I think it's funny. Stella said it best, but you learn a lot about yourself in failures, and your confidence can take a hit sometimes when you don't play very well. And I had a good second half in Turkey, but I thought I played pretty bad all around on specifically defense, and it hit my confidence a lot. And so, talking with the coaches all weekend, I'm proud of the comeback, the fight, and so it's just going to take that with me to my season in DC. But it's surrounding yourself with coaches and teammates and people that can lift you up like that, and they really lifted me right back up.
Yeah, And Harley, being 23, obviously a lot of pressure was on you. Did you feel that tonight, or did you just come out and just play?
I think the only pressure I feel is what I put on myself, and sometimes that's a bit too much. But you know, I had a good game in Besiktas, so I came back here and I think first quarter, I felt a bit of pressure. But Stella's been, you know, in my ear for the last few months, years, whatever, about next play mentality at all times. You know, I didn't have my greatest game tonight. I made a lot of mistakes, but if I don't shoot that at the end, like maybe I don't know what happens. So just staying locked in every moment in the next play, it's so important, and I still have time to grow with that. But it's so true, and I mean, credit to Stella for yapping in my ear about it all the time.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Any more questions?
Hey, I'm Fee from The Telegraph. It's been great to see you tonight. Just wanted to ask you, Holly, it felt like the stars aligned tonight, you know, the win here in London and everything. Where would you kind of rank this in your career? It's got to be up there, right?
Oh, number one, for sure. Number one, and then everything's down here. Like, I can't, like, at this point, it doesn't get better than this, you know? We missed out on our goal of making EuroLeague, but then we went straight back to what we said, okay, let's go win EuroCup. And that's what we did. Like, again, like Karlie said, win or lose, we've inspired so many people, and we've had the best time. You know, I love this group, and we all love each other, and it's been so much fun. And I think, you know, knowing that this team is going to disperse after this game, just having that one last dance and that one last time together made it more special. This will take some beating for sure.
And I know you're going on to new adventures across the pond, but how important is it that British basketball kind of capitalises on this moment?
I think it's huge. You know, we've shown that we can do it if investment happens and if people are put in the right places to succeed. You know, this just because London isn't going to be in Europe next year doesn't mean Caledonia aren't or other teams aren't. You know, we've set the path and we've shown a blueprint. It can happen, and you just have to work for it. It by no means that British basketball is done after this game just because London are out of Europe. You know, we've still got more challenges to face. And for the national team also, so this can only elevate British basketball.
Great, thanks.
A quick follow-up on that. Talking about dispersing, like who's leaving when? Like, is this all happening before the end of the WBL season? Like, kind of what's going on?
We will see that later. The only thing is that in a few days, Karlie and Megan will leave because they have to go to WNBA, and then we will see when some other players will follow. But for the moment, we will just enjoy our moments.
Cool. Any final questions?
I would like to know, is it a little bit of a bittersweet moment for you, despite the great victory and the big achievement, knowing that you won't be able to keep the team together? You've shown that you have a big attachment to all your teammates. Is it a bit sad to have to get apart?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, we found out about the investment not happening for next year quite a while ago, and if anything, it brought us together. You know, we thought if we're going to go out, we're going to go out on a high. It's sad, obviously, but no one could ever take this away from us, and we'll share this bond forever. So it's sad, but I'm glad we've had this time together.
I was going to say there's nothing bitter about today, honestly. It sucks, but today feels great.
No bitter, just sweet. Your EuroCup champions. To the official post-game conference for the FIBA EuroCup Women's Final. The second leg finishes London Lions 81, Besiktas 70. Coach, assistant coach Ahmet, Yildirim, your initial thoughts after that match?
Thank you. First of all, I want to say congratulations to London team. But everybody saw what happened on the court. Today I'm really sad about it because it was not basketball on the court. I'm sorry about it because our three main players have 5 fouls, but how they called, I cannot understand. I'm proud of with my team because they have fought so much. We are sad, yes, but I'm really proud of with my team because we worked all night and extra works or something. Because of that, I want to say big thanks to my team. They have fought so much. I will say again, I'm proud of with them. Thank you.
And the same question as well to you.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. First of all, congrats to London. They're an amazing team. The crowd today was amazing, so that was nice to see. But I mean, it sucks. You can only do so much, and not being out there, not being able to help my teammates, that just sucks. But it is what it is.